Hello, hello everyone. Row your boat here. I want to come at y'all very raw today and let you know that today was not my best day in my mental health journey and my strengthening techniques. I had a situation earlier that did take me down a step where I'll say of negative reaction. And it was on the lines of me lashing lashing out. I had a moment where I was very much not in the best state of mind, and I made a decision that I must say was not on my good side. So it just helps me to know that it was in a line of assumptions. I did assume that somebody did not have my best interest at heart. So that's what caused me to go down the line of saying some things that I could have toned down, and I could have maybe did something to help myself mentally to know that instead of assuming, I could have asked the question of why I felt the way I did. So sometimes on those lines we have to take steps back when we feel that somebody may be trying to judge us or put us in a group with someone else. We have to be very careful and mindful, especially when we are in an environment that is very responsible towards us, an environment where we have to be responsible for ourselves. We have to take accountability when accountability is a part of our task. So, yes, I must say that I know on some levels of that situation, I had to be held accountable that I did do some wrongdoings to date in that experience. And it was because of me assuming the worst in an individual. So that's something that I must be careful of throughout my mental health journey of assuming the worst in people and assuming things that I may not need to have any dealings with. I need to be first accountable for myself. And I have to realize that that is a challenge that I am faced with, and I will continue to fight, even if I am stuck with the consequences. So I am going to start right now through this day of knowing that I do assume the worst in people at times. So that's something that I have made aware of in who I am. I have to face it and I have to know that pride does not need to stand in the midst of that. I need to take responsibility and know that assuming things in others could be an insecurity in myself. So I need to realize that it starts with me. So even if that person may not see the light for me, I cannot let them control me. I have to build my self control so that I know that I am aware of where I can strengthen myself. Right now, I'm feeling a mighty lot of tension because I know that on a level, I was wrong. And it's hard to admit wrongdoings a lot of times. It builds tension because you know that you want what's best for you. You want to have your best reflection. So it's very hard to look at yourself in a bad light, especially when you are building that strength within you. So this is something I cannot take lightly I have to take it in wholeheartedly, and I got to structure it to come to my brain. I am feeling right now very uncomfortable, very much in the lines of not feeling sure about myself, but I'm very aware that I do assume a lot in folks that I don't need to. I have to learn that the first focus is myself and not doing things that's going to cost me to not have the things that I need. I need this platform. So, in a very responsible environment, when I do things that can cause a certain type of hostility in a task force type of environment where I have to complete tasks in order for me to gain resources for my life, I have to be very aware of where I'm standing. And I can't let those things cost me things that I need in life. So I'm going to have to grasp it and be an adult and tell myself, do not play the victim, gain control of yourself. Because a lot of times when we are faced with assuming things about others, we do go into, well, I feel that I am a victim, but we can't do it sometimes. We can't do it in an environment that we are doing things responsible in order for us to gain more access to resources. We have to tell ourselves, okay, I know the environment that I'm in that is very costly. So I have to just go ahead and put a lot of differences to to my side and realize that I can control myself. No one else can control me. No authority. Now I can respect authority and respect others because that is what I need to do in order for me to keep gaining the resources that I need to succeed and adapt to life. So it's very important to keep those processes in your head, in your mindset, in your mental stability, in your mental set. So I'm going to keep my focus on a gain, a positive, and I'm going to shed light on this. And I hope that everyone saw and heard today what I was trying to say visually, and I'm gaining more knowledge. I'm gaining more knowledge to be able to perform public speaking, have better speech patterns. The I am on the road and the path that I need to be mentally, but I still have gaps and things that happen, bridges that do break that I can't repair, but I have to know where I'm at, where I'm standing. And right now, I know that assumptions is something that I also have to be wary of and know when it's time for me to to know exactly what I need to do in a very responsible environment. I have to think about the things that I could be leaving behind for those consequences, friendships, things that I need in life to survive. So it's very, very important to know about assumptions and assuming the worst in people. Sometimes it's better to think about what you can do, to not assume, but to just do something that you just do your responsibilities and not assume in people, but just look at yourself first. Gain self control. That's what I need. So I really hope y'all heard me today. Always know that your mental boats need to stay floating along the oceans, these roaring oceans. And if you do have a hole that may sprout in your boat, you can you can seal it up with some semi-gray cement. Do not let those sprouts of water, those sprinkles of water come out. Seal it all the way and sail through those tides to those destruction, to the through the destruction of the roaring sea. Keep going to your next destination. You can make it. We can make it together through our mental health journey. It does not have to be a struggle. So I am going to succeed for the night, everyone. I'm going to release my tension, and I know that I am on a continual, a path to better success, a path to better well-being over my mental health and stability. It's happening. There are going to be rough patches like today, but I'm going to keep moving by pressing this play button. Please leave a comment, like this video, share it out amongst the world, and subscribe to my channel, Row Your Boat, for more of my mental health experiences. And I'll be talking with y'all soon. Thank you for joining me tonight. Have a great and safe mental night and morning.